WXII 12 News at 5 starts right now.
Searching for answers and help.
The message hasn't changed. The community is the village.
A Triad Police Department is investigating multiple deadly shootings this past weekend.
What the police chief is revealing about these cases.
DMV overhaul, the new state audit, and what it's revealing about the future function of the agency many drivers dread.
A record number of folks visited Winston-Salem last year. I'll tell you what the driving force is behind all these people visiting the Twin Cities.
First at 5 tonight, a heartbroken sister is speaking out about the eldest victim in a triple homicide this past weekend in Winston-Salem.
And as that family grieves, the city's police chief is calling on the community to step up.
WXII 12's Joshua Davis heard directly from the chief, and Joshua, he is beyond frustrated, isn't he?
That's right, Kenny. The main thing that we heard today from Chief Penn was a lot of frustration at what he says is a lack of cooperation. He says at that party on Cameron Avenue over the weekend, there were between 30 to 40 people there until officers arrived. Chief Penn says that police have not ruled out gang activity due to evidence gathered. He says he's frustrated at the violence. 5 people lost their lives this weekend here in Winston-Salem, and all of them were young. The victims killed on Cameron Avenue have been identified as 17-year-old Destiny Quitierio, who was just days away from turning 18. Her family told WXII her presence left a lasting mark on all of their hearts. The other victims were 18-year-old Alan Lopez, along with 23-year-old Kelsey Perkins. I spoke to Kelsey's sister, who told me the 23-year-old moved to Winston-Salem from Arizona and was working towards and ultimately had just earned her nursing certification.
She just felt like empowered. She was doing stuff on her own and, getting stuff done and going to school, working. She was just full of life, and she had the best smile.
The message hasn't changed. The community is the village, and we have a responsibility, particularly to our youth, to guide them, support them, and lead them in the right direction.
And currently, Kelsey's family is raising money to bring her back home to Arizona for burial. We'll have a link to their GoFundMe on WXII12.com. In Winston-Salem, I'm Joshua Davis for WXII 12 News.
Joshua, thank you. New at 5, a local coffee company is contributing to that effort. Grandma's Coffee was a frequent stop for Kelsey Perkins. The owner of that truck made a match today, which was made her a maca, which was her favorite drink. Proceeds today will help her family with funeral expenses in the days to come.
Kelsey was always energetic. She was always happy. She had a beautiful smile. Everything about her, it was just wonderful. It makes me feel really happy that people are coming out and showing her respects, and she deserved so much more. So it just makes me happy that everyone's coming out to support her.
And you can find Grandma's Coffee parked at Forsyth Seafood today, which is on North MLK Jr. Drive in Winston-Salem. It'll be open for about another hour and a half until 6:30 tonight.
The family of a 74-year-old man who went missing from an assisted living facility is holding out hope after a month without answers. WXII 12's Bethany Cates spoke with Larry Burton's family members who say giving up is not an option.
The Burton family still has more questions than answers after weeks upon weeks of long days with no update on Mr. Burton. His grandson tells me the search is still on and they won't stop until they find him.
Just the fact that he's out here by himself is a little weird, heartbreaking, if I must say.
Amari Swift says his grandfather, Larry Burton, is a stand-up guy, the kind to never mess with anyone, and one to never miss a Sunday at church.
He went to church every Sunday. The man had 3 closets full of suits and custom suits at that. He loved his church.
Burton was last seen on July 2nd at an assisted living facility on Moody Street in Greensboro. Since then, the days have stretched long and heavy for his family. But Swift says they aren't doing this alone. Their community has shown up in force.
We do have a big group chat where we all stay in contact with each other, including the volunteers.
Swift says he and his brother stayed with their grandfather for almost a year as caretakers, and now he's willing to do whatever it takes for his grandfather's return.
There is a reward out. I mean, it might be life-changing to people. It might not be. Anything that it takes to get him home, we're willing to pay.
He says the days haven't felt the same since Mr. Burton disappeared, but Swift believes deep down that his grandfather is still out there.
He's stronger than I am. He's been out here for this long, and yeah, he's pretty strong. I tell him that for sure, but he'd most definitely, he'd come back with me for sure.
The Greensboro Police Department say this is still an ongoing investigation. We're told Mr. Burton is believed to have suffered from dementia or another cognitive impairment. If you see Burton, you are encouraged to call 911 immediately. Bethany Cates, WXII 12 News.
Looking ahead, tomorrow is the first scheduled city council meeting up in Danville, Virginia, since one of its members was attacked. According to a GoFundMe set up to raise money for his care, Councilman Lee Vogler suffered second and third degree burns to more than half of his body. GoFundMe also says he's being treated at UNC Chapel Hill Burn Clinic right now. Tomorrow's meeting is set to begin at 7 o'clock at night. Well, in just a few hours, the Winston-Salem City Council will hold its first meeting of the month, and on the agenda includes a vote on a proposal that could impact firefighters significantly. WXI 12's Kara Peters is live outside City Hall for us tonight. Kara, there's been a lot of back and forth about when this proposal would be voted on. What can you tell us about what's happening tonight?
Yeah, Kenny, it's been a lot of moving parts. The vote was initially planned for September, but then it got moved up to June. And during the City Council meeting on June 16th, City Council decided once again to table that vote until tonight's meeting. The proposal has to do with potentially cutting sick time and vacation benefits for firefighters in half. Now, right now, firefighters accrue paid time off on a 24-hour day and 56-hour work week. They receive 288 hours of sick time per year and accrue up to 720 hours of unused vacation. Now, under the new plan, starting January 1st of 2026, those numbers would be cut in half. Fire staff would accrue PTO at a rate of 12 hours per day and could accrue a max of 360 hours in unused vacation time. The local firefighters union has opposed this plan, saying it would only lead to more retention and recruitment issues, especially considering the dangers that come with the job. However, the city manager says that firefighters accrue more sick and vacation time than any other city employee and want benefits to be equal for everyone. Tonight's city council meeting starts at 6 o'clock, where we are expecting to see a lot of firefighters. We will have more on that vote and get reaction later on tonight at 10 and 11. But for now, we are live outside City Hall in downtown Winston-Salem. I'm Kara Peters for WXII 12 News.
All right, Kara, thank you. And we want to turn our attention right now to the weather. Temperatures remain cooler than usual, making it a great day to get outside. Meteorologist Dave Aiken is tracking some changes, though. So, Dave, the rain will return, but are you expecting any of that tonight?
We might see some rain to start to develop as we get into the overnight hours tonight. Maybe a little bit earlier than that in the evening, but there's a lot of dry air and you feel the low humidity out there, and that's why it may take the rain a little while to get going. There's some cloud cover out over North Wilkesboro right now and starting to thicken up just a little bit more over parts of the Piedmont, but the thicker clouds are still back out to our south and west, and that's where most of the rain resides at the moment as well. You go into the upstate of South Carolina, up near Asheville and up around Brevard, picking up some decent rains there at the moment, and a few showers just over upstate of South Carolina and around Rock Hill, just south of Charlotte. And again, a lot of dry air. That rain has to come over across the Piedmont as we go through time. So 10, 11 o'clock tonight, you might start to see a few spritz and sprinkles, but a little bit better as we get into the overnight. And then tomorrow morning too, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll have some rains around you might have to deal with for your Tuesday morning commute. 78 in Kernersville now, 76 Winston-Salem. It feels good with the extra cloud cover and low humidity. The dew points in the 50s. These will start to come up over the course of the next 6 to 12 hours. So clouds and showers this evening, temperatures in the low 70s, mid 60s, maybe a spotty shower out there. And then tomorrow morning, some areas of rain and temperatures in the low 60s. We're going to stay cool all day tomorrow. We'll have the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. If you've been annoyed or inconvenienced about long lines or other issues at your local DMV, you are certainly not alone. And now state leaders are starting to take notice. WXI 12's Sarah Sowers heard directly from the state auditor about a new almost 450-page report that could ultimately lead to major changes.
The state auditor says the DMV needs reform and suggested splitting the DMV from the DOT. He says doing so could improve things like staffing challenges, wait times, and technology. The auditor says their findings show DMV experience has gotten notably worse in the last 5 years. The audit cites employee challenges, including retention and burnout. The audit suggests changes that could improve customer experience, the biggest being a dashboard with live wait times and staffing levels. The state auditor also recommends incentives like lower prices for getting licenses renewed online and streamlining what services are offered in person.
We recommend that the DMV look at doing a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for example, for renewals and real IDs, and then a Thursday for driver's tests for 16-year-olds, and then maybe a Friday for commercial driver's license tests. Differentiate these. One of the things we've got to do in North Carolina is get over the crest of the backlog of folks that need IDs.
The suggested timeline for planning all of these changes recommended by the state auditor's office is within the next 6 months. Now, other changes to the DMV, like their technology, for example, could take another 4 to 6 years. In Raleigh, Sarah Sowers, WXII 12 News.